Hello lovely people, it's Cara here, and as ever I am so mad, and today I'm sharing with you the second part in my little mini series about my favourite patterns for summer, and today is the turn of dresses and jumpsuits, so stay tuned for more details on that. I'd love to hear what you're thinking about my little mini series. I love sharing what it is I make, and makes it into my actual rotation in my wardrobe. Wearable clothes is really the premise of why I sew, but it helps me also to create some lovely memories. I look at this fabric and I know I wore this dress, as I did with some of the items I talked about last week. I wore this on a beautiful holiday in France, and every time I wear it I'm just remembering Montpellier, which is a beautiful place that we went. Oh, such lovely memories. So what sort of dresses have made it into my rotation? What are my favourite picks for the summer? So I haven't actually got all of these dresses out yet, so you're going to be relying on some of the pictures just here, if that's okay. I hope that is. And I kick off with the Atelier Jute collection once again, because their style is just right up my street. And what I'm wearing here now is the Olivia dress by Atelier Jupe. Just love this. It's featured in my blouses collection as well, and I think that's great, the versatility that this pattern can offer you in terms of a blouse or a dress, or you could actually make it tunic length too. So I'll pop a photo of me standing in Montpellier Square, as you do, and it is a very simple dress to make. I will stand up and show you the button placket, because the button placket comes, that's actually my belly button is just here, so the button placket itself is really long. It's got these lovely sleeves that just hit just above the elbow, which I think is a super flattering length, sorry. And I made this using this fabulous fabric that I got from Rainbow Fabrics a long time ago, and it is just the right level of weight and also lightness for this time of year or into summer. It kept me super cool because it is a cotton viscose, or a viscose mix of some description, and it's got a sort of a linen-esque weight to it, so that would be my top tip for the Olivia dress, I think. And the button placket here, I actually put poppers on. That's mostly because what I had at the time, so I was bopping my microphone there, but as I have in a number of my makes recently, this button placket isn't, I think I put the poppers on and then decided to sew the placket closed because I wanted it to sit in a particular way. The poppers do actually work on this, but as you can see, I much prefer to wear it open. But I genuinely encourage you, if buttons aren't your thing and you're put off by dresses that have got buttons on, if they've got an open neck like this, just sew the buttons on and make them look ornamental as opposed to functional. Why not? And actually, then the second one from Atelier Jute is the caftan, which I just adore. I love the neckline on this, and this is a fabric, and it's the same picture actually that I shared with you last week. But I thought I'd share some sewing inspiration for you and with you. This fabric I recently got at the Stitch Festival in London. I bought this from Emporium Patterns, I think their names were, and this, when I saw this fabric, I was like, it's got to be a caftan from the Atelier Jute team. I just think that's going to be amazing. And people often say to me, how do you know what fabric to choose? How do you choose a pattern and a fabric? And for me, this is about the drape here. The movement in the fabric, which I think you need for a style such as the caftan. When I made the blouse, it's actually a crafted cotton, so it sits really structured, and the sleeves themselves, which is a beautiful bell sleeve, actually sit quite in a structured way, whereas the drape on this one means that the sleeves are going to hang completely differently. So I couldn't have made the dress in the cotton because it would have been too structured. The caftan has a drawstring to the waist, and it would have just sat too weirdly in order to work in terms of a caftan. So this will be coming to my YouTube channel very soon. I just think the colours in that are lovely, and I can't wait to sew that one up. So definitely the Olivia and the Kaftan from Atelier Jute, definitely two major favourites. And I put this back on for the first time this year, and I'm just in love with it all over again, really, which is just lovely. I wanted to include a couple of stretch dresses for summer. They stay in my rotation all year round, and the first one is the Molly dress from Sew Over It. This is actually a top and a dress, again really versatile, and it's such a simple make. This comes from their first ebook, what's it called, My Capsule Wardrobe. I've shared the Molly dress loads of times on this channel, and the most recent one I made is here. I made it using a ecru and black stripe French Terrier, actually, from Little Miss So and So, and I really love this make. It's just super versatile, and actually it'll transition well. In winter I wear it with, as I probably do in the big picture there, I wear that with leggings and boots, but as we move into summer the dress is just long enough for me to just wear that with pumps and extend the season. And also, let's face it, we live in England, so there is no guarantee of any sunshine. I look out of the door today, it's meant to be a beautiful May bank holiday weekend, and yeah, no, there's no sunshine there at all. We had a few moments of sunshine yesterday, but that was all we got. And then the second stretch dress that I wanted to share with you is the Zoey dress from True Bias, and actually this is another really versatile pattern, because you can actually make a tank top, you can make a crop top, and also the dress out of it. I've only made one of these, and I'll put the photo in here, and I was about this, and actually this dress hasn't made it into rotation, not for any other reason that the fabric is so thin that I just felt really exposed in it. I'm a bit cross with myself, really, because I look back on the picture and think, it looks great. Well, you know, I don't want to be modest or anything, but it looks fine. I don't know why I was so critical of myself, but we're like that sometimes, aren't we? That's just how it feels at the time. But I should have given myself an opportunity to put it back on again this year and see what I thought. But I wanted to include it because the construction of this dress and top is lovely. How they do the bias, it's bias binding effectively for the whole of the straps, the lovely V-neck. And the cut of the dress is beautiful. So you look at something like that and think, oh, it's got a centre seam and it's got a seam down the back, and they do that to create a beautiful shape. So it skims you just in all the right places on the top half, and then a beautiful sort of, you know, flared skirt at the bottom. Absolutely lovely. And I'm going to make that. And I've got two fabrics lined up for that. One is a black and white stripe, and the other is just a simple black ribbed jersey, which I think will be on rotation. And it's odd, isn't it? Because in my previous film I talked about feeling exposed and too open, and that has a very open front, a very open back. But I think when you're going to go all in a dress like that, it's got to be, your headset's got to be right for that, I suppose. But actually, there are just those days where you just know that that's gonna that will work. Probably won't be my most worn because of the exposure to my arms and my back in particular, which I don't like. But yeah, I look at the picture and I think, yeah, no, that needs to be on rotation again. But I want, yeah, including some jersey dresses for the summer, just because they're super simple to wear. The other one that I didn't include would have been a very simple t-shirt dress. Now the Molly dress is actually that shape, but there's a couple. The one I've not made is the Givre dress by Deer and Doe. I will pop a stock photo in of that. I'm always inspired when I see those. It just looks such a beautiful dress. And the other one is a new look dress. I'll put the name of the pattern here. I have made that, and I made it in the what's it called? It's beautiful fabric from Art Gallery, Scopolis, something like that, jersey. It's a beautiful blue and white stripe with a beautiful flower on it. I'll put the photo in here and I'll put the name of it on there because I should have included that in my list and haven't, and I've just added that in ad lib right now, as you probably can tell. What else have I got on my list? Let's have a look here. Just one more dress actually, which would be my top pick, and that is the Stitchbird dress by Sewing Revival. I made this last year to celebrate my dad's 80th and my daughter's 18th, and I made my dad and I matching shirt and dress combo. Touches my heart when I think about that. So I will put a picture of me in that, and I haven't made another one yet, mostly because so the party was back end of August last year, and then although the heat stayed in for a while, I had just reached my tolerance of summer sewing, and I'd already moved, my headspace had moved on into some more of an autumn winter make. But when I went to Birmingham Rag Market last year, and no, not true, I went to Barry's, which is just down the road from the Rag Market last year, I picked up this amazing double gauze, and I always had in mind to make this Stitchbird dress out of that. Look at that. Sorry, my fabric's just bopping the equipment there. Look at that. And it's actually, they said it was double gauze. If I'm honest, it's not a double gauze. It's like a double gauze texture, but it's not 2 layers. So I'm not sure what that's made of, but it's going to be really lightweight, super breathable, and I thought I'd share with you my inspiration for my next Stitchbird dress. I've got a bit of a pile of stuff going on here now. And then jumpsuits. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I absolutely adore a jumpsuit. And there's actually one category of clothes I won't be able to feature on this channel. Can you guess what it is? Skirts. I don't wear any skirts at all. I'd like to wear a dress, as you've just experienced, but I don't have any skirts on rotation in my wardrobe. I have just recently made the bias cuts, the free pattern bias cut skirt from Glacier. Because I wanted to see what I thought of that, and the weather hasn't been good enough for me to wear it yet, but I don't know, just something about it. Whereas a jumpsuit, I would happily wear a jumpsuit every day of the week. So let me share with you my favourite jumpsuits. The first one would have to be the Stevie Jumpsuit, and I've made loads of these. So this is one I made at Christmas out of this a really beautiful red and grey jersey that I also got from the Rag Market in Birmingham. I love this, so comfortable to wear, actually really lightweight jersey. It was only sort of 75p a metre or something, so it's really lightweight, so that's going to be perfect in summer. It's got beautiful wide legs on it, but you can also make the Stevie jumpsuit in, so Stevie Jumpsuit is from DIBY Patterns, and much like Pattern Emporium, they have always got loads of different options of how you can use your pattern. So the Stevie Jumpsuit can be wide leg, it can be tapered leg, it can be culottes, it can be shorts, it can be a romper, all sorts of different things. And also you've got short sleeve, 3/4 length sleeve, and also I think there's a long sleeved as well. I don't think I've done the long sleeve, but the versatility there is amazing, and the tutorial on how to get your V-neck is just superb. I also really love the fact that the tie that goes around the waist on the Stevie Jumpsuit is sewn into the side seams, so no danger of losing it. And also when you need to take a natural break, you're going to have a belt wrapped around your neck or anything like that, so it's not on the bathroom floor. So I absolutely love that. Not quite a jumpsuit, but a similar category are the Heyday Dungarees. Love these. I've made loads of these as well. I've definitely got so I've got a picture of the grey linen dungarees that I made, and I wore these on rotation loads. I've also got a picture of the green cord dungarees, which probably won't be more suitable. It's more suitable for winter weight, but I love the Heyday dungarees by Waves and Wild, made in a linen for the summer. Is just, wow, surprisingly cool actually, you know, temperature wise and things. Just love that. So I can't wait to make some more of those. I'm sensing a red linen pair in the near future, I think. The next jumpsuit that I would have to recommend is this Scirocco jumpsuit by Deer and Doe Patterns. Such a versatile pattern. I have got, I hope I've got a picture of it actually. I've got an art gallery, a pair of these made from the art gallery fabric, which I bought from Dragonfly Fabrics a long time ago. Wear those on repeat. I've also got, I don't think I've got, oh, it's a shame, I've got a lovely grey and pink floral Scirocco jumpsuit as well. I also made the romper, and if I can find a picture of that, I'll put that on here. But going next to me now will be either stock photos or photos of the Scirocco that I can find. I love the versatility of that, in that it is either a play suit or a romper, or you know, long legs, and again for the summer. And as a wedding outfit, if you're going to a wedding, I think the Scirocco jumpsuit is, well, it's secret pajamas every day of the week, and it's just lovely. Absolutely love it. And then my final two patterns are actually very similar, and I can't really split them if I'm honest, but the community definitely knows more about one than the other. And the one that the community knows more about is the Zadie jumpsuit. It'd be crazy not to mention that. And the summer is made for a Zadie jumpsuit. I have got, well, I've got at least 2, if not 3 pairs. So I hope I can dig out some pictures of my Zadie. I'm pretty sure I have, so apologies if I haven't. If not, I'll put the stock photo in here. If you're afraid of making jumpsuits, I think the Zadie is the way to go, because it's very kind on the fit adjustments, I think, mostly because it's literally drawn in with a drawstring. So yeah, you just make it as tight or as loose as you need to, really. You could also put a popper here if you're worried about gaping. I know a number of people do that. I would recommend that you check the excuse me, the finish measurements on this, because it is an oversized jumpsuit by design, but I actually sized down at least 2 sizes on this, so please do check out the finish measurements on the Zadie. But it comes together beautifully, and if you don't know how to make bias binding or put on bias binding before you make the Zadie, you'll definitely know how to do it at the end of it, because the entire neckline is finished on by bias binding. Don't be put off by that. It's super simple to do, and you don't have to make your own, although that is incredibly easy to do as well. You could definitely just buy coordinating bias binding and just do that. And I think I know on one of them that I hope they'll show is I've made the bias binding for that. And then the last pattern, which is very, very similar, is the beach pajamas by oh my word, that's gone out of my head. I'm so sorry, it's completely gone out of my head. Why does that happen to me? No, it's gone. But anyway, beautiful pattern, and I'll put the details here. And again, I know I've got a picture of this one. So these are much, much wider leg than the Zadie. A really, really wide leg. I love these. They're such a retro styling. My head's now thinking about the name of the company. Oh, it's just got out of my head, but I love these, and these again I wear on rotation all the time, and it's a very similar concept. So it's a crossover jumpsuit finished with a bias binding, and then obviously a nice big belt as well. So I highly recommend that pattern. So I hope you enjoyed that, some inspiration into what is in my my favourite picks for the summer, what makes it onto rotation all the time, and if you're looking for really, really wearable items that are not difficult to make, then please, I hope I've inspired you in some way or another. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you enjoying this format? If you're new around here, hello. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, and let's let YouTube know that you've enjoyed what you're watching by giving me a thumbs up. So until next time, guys, stay safe and well. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.